Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages. Hey, we back.
Welcome back.
Season 3. Uno, dos, tres. We back.
Back like we never left, boy.
Boy, we've been gone for a minute. Dang,
yeah, man, we've been gone for a hot while, man.
Yeah, man. You know,
gracious.
But to everybody in TV land, we want to welcome you to our third season. Like I said, Uno, dos, tres. To the Bad Boy Sports Podcast with your boy Fonz
and Quan.
Yeah, so how's it been going, man?
It's been going pretty good, man. I can't complain, you know. Hey,
yeah.
We in another season, you know, and for those of y'all that don't know, you are gonna know after a while what's going down.
Yeah,
Porch Sports Podcast.
Like my man Biggie said, if you don't know, now you know.
Ninja.
See, I knew you was gonna go there. All right. So before we get into the big news, the big topics, we can go ahead and do some other news. Everybody knows that Thomas Edward Patrick Brady Jr. has decided to return.
2 months. It was only 8 weeks. I mean,
40 days to be exact.
I think it was a tease. I mean, he wanted. He knew people like me was gonna be excited that he was gone.
Yeah.
So he said, "Yeah, I'm gonna retire. Then I'm gonna come back like I never left." So I feel like we already know how this one is gonna go. Pretty much. I mean, it left a bad taste in his mouth. Losing in the playoffs. He sat at home. He couldn't go home on an L. He couldn't do that. I mean, 7-time Super Bowl winner. He couldn't take this one little L and sit down and retire.
Just one L.
But
he couldn't take the L.
Right.
But see, when it broke out that he was going to retire, I cried bull. But in the spirit, I mean, yeah. Oh, yeah, you was ecstatic. I know why you was ecstatic. But in the spirit of football, I had to give the man his credit. But now he's coming back. Like his initials are JC. He's coming back.
Yeah.
Like why? You're gonna be 45. You got a model supermodel wife, whatever she is. And then too, you got your kids, they're teenagers. Why come back to football?
I seen a post on Facebook said that gas prices are so high. Tom Brady said, "I got to go back to work."
He said he had to go back to work, man.
But I'm anticipating that he has a solid year.
Of course. I mean,
it might be another 20 years before he retires again. I don't know.
I swear, if my grandchildren come here and Tom Brady is still the quarterback, I'm done. Like, I'll be done with football. All of it is over with. Like, that don't make no sense.
But at the same time, he's over 40. I think he's like 43 years old.
44. He'll be 45 later, but when the season starts.
Well, and he did say that he was going to play until he was 45. So, the retirement was kind of early. But, you know what I'm saying? He's a healthy guy. I can't say that. He takes good care of his body, and he don't get beat up like that. He normally has a great offensive line.
Yeah.
He go ahead and sling the rock, man. Hey, I don't know who he gonna sling it to. AB gone.
He still got
basics.
He still got Evans and Godwin. I don't know about Gronk, but he still got them too. So anyway.
Whatever. Yeah, man.
Well, welcome back, Tom. I'm not gonna call you. Welcome back.
Welcome back. Cheating son of a gun.
Ain't never been honest a day in your life.
Never been honest. Been lying your whole life.
Was still in penny candy when you was a kid. You was a baby in the 20s talking about the penny candy and you gonna steal it and say no you didn't. But anyway, let's move on. All right, so Deshaun Watson, he's not gonna face any criminal charges. So but see that I'm kind of worried about that though, because there's talk of him supposed to be today is Tuesday. He was supposed to be visiting the Browns today,
right?
Because they're looking to move from Baker Mayfield. I'm like this here. It's like I'm worried, but I'm not worried because he ain't been in football in over a year,
right?
And then two, I mean, it's Deshaun Watson. I mean, hey, he's great, but he not a world beater, but he's great.
I mean, he, like you said, I ain't even seen him play in a while, so I didn't forgot what his talent is. You know,
he got a good arm and he mobile.
I mean, I know he's an escape artist. I know it's hard to bring him down. I know he got a decent arm on him. The interesting thing is to see who exactly is going to take a chance on him. Mm-hmm. Now I'm trying to pull up something that I had seen earlier today, where a team was supposedly had been trying to meet with him. Oh, here it is right here. 49ers. Now I ain't gonna lie. Now if he goes to the 49ers, I mean they got a good defense. They got Deebo Samuel over there, a solid run game. I mean, if Jimmy Garoppolo can succeed and make it to the playoffs and take the Cowgirls out and the Packers out, I mean, Deshaun Watson can pretty much do that and probably more. But they said that something had happened, saying the 49ers ain't going to take a chance on him. But I feel like, hey, I'm mad that anyway. we ain't gonna talk about this team behind me quite yet.
We get to them later because I'm gonna fit the roster. I got the roster one good time.
I hope that he does get a chance. I mean, he's been wanting to get out of Houston. I mean, he's a great talent. I mean, he's a young quarterback, and you know what I'm saying, he got a lot of potential. And I feel like somebody need to take a chance on him. Miami, might as well.
I look at it because you gotta think about it. He went to college. He in the Carolinas, basically. You know, he was down to Clemson. Clemson is in the Charlotte market. I see him going to the Panthers.
Panthers would be a good one.
That'd be a great spot for him because he already got a fan base around there.
Yeah.
Either the Panthers or maybe the Saints. I know that he was supposed to be visiting the Saints tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken.
I wouldn't want to go to the Saints.
I would.
Nah, man. Saints ain't gonna be a good fit with him for the simple fact, for one, they done lost a star player. Alvin Kamara is done. His career is over. Totally complete.
I forgot all about that. Yeah.
He's gone, and Sean Payton gone. That's enough by itself. I mean, I ain't got to say nothing else. I mean, the defense really ain't all up to par. I want him to go somewhere I think the 49ers will be a great fit for him, honestly. I mean, that'll be dope, yo.
I can see that with Kyle Shanahan, that team way it's set up.
That's a perfect fit for him.
Either the 49ers or the Panthers. I'm leaning more towards the Panthers because, the 49ers just drafted a quarterback. Mm-hmm. So they don't want to have Jimmy Garoppolo, and I forget the other guy's name. I forget the quarterback that they drafted, but they don't want to have those two guys, especially with Jimmy Garoppolo's contract. They don't want to have that because once you get the rights to Deshaun Watson, you got to take that contract with him.
Oh yeah.
So I really think, and see, with that being said, you can rule out the Saints because they don't have no money. So I see Carolina or maybe Miami if it come down to it.
Carolina, Miami, and 49ers.
Yeah, those are top three, so don't be shocked.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't even think I wouldn't want to pick the shot. If I was Sean Watson, being that Tom Brady coming back, I don't even want to bother him. I mean, I wouldn't want to go to the NFC South and play against him twice a year anyway. Yeah. I mean, he's coming back with the vengeance.
Yeah, I mean, he might be coming back, but he might not. He might come back with a whimper. You never know in this league. You never know. Yeah, I mean, everybody's scared of Brady. Ain't nobody scared of Brady. The Rams won't scared of Brady.
Yeah, you're right.
Even though the Eagles lost, they won't scared of Brady. Like, it was like, okay, let's get it. I mean, it took the Tampa Bay, it was almost a comeback. If you think about it, if you look at the game, it was almost a comeback. But hey, it is what it is, right? All right. So, even though this is Tuesday, we're recording this on today, Tuesday.
Right.
The league year starts tomorrow.
Right.
But it's been so many transactions and so many signings, so many trades.
Boy, it's getting heated.
It's getting heated. So let's start with Pittsburgh, team that's behind you. Yeah.
Here you go.
See, the Steelers call us ratbirds. I call them stool pigeons with the piss yellow. So, with that being said, the Steelers signed their quarterback of the future, Mitch Trubisky. Okay, so if y'all are in the after party on Facebook, right? Me and James, we was going back and forth about this. I'm saying that Mitch Trubisky is a bridge quarterback because the quarterback class this year in the draft is super weak. Like there's really no good prospects. Like the best prospect, honestly, in the past couple of years, Trevor Lawrence.
Right.
He got drafted by the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Right.
So I really feel like Mitch is that bridge quarterback. And I also made a point that, you know, Pittsburgh's defense is going to guarantee him at least 6 wins.
At least. If
anything under 6, you have a problem. Anything under 6, you got a problem.
So right now, I mean, he really just playing the Jimmy Garoppolo role right now. I mean, just don't make too many mistakes. That's all.
He's playing like a Jimmy Garoppolo, Trent Dilfer role. Like, just give us 10 points and don't turn the ball over.
Right. Yeah.
Now, granted, he's arguably in a better situation with Pittsburgh than he was with the Bears.
Yes.
Totally. I mean, that's defensive side of the ball. Steelers defense right now is otherworldly, if that makes sense. Now, granted, the Steelers defense is aging.
Yes.
And it's starting to show some cracks in the foundation.
Right.
But they're still top tier.
Right. Yeah.
Now, he had a defense in Chicago that was not bad. It was solid. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't elite.
That defense was good too, though, with Khalil Mack and them boys. I mean, they were rocking over there too.
The thing is, Khalil Mack didn't really do nothing. We're going to get on him in a minute. He didn't really do like he was supposed to do in Chicago because he faced double teams the entire time he was there.
Yeah, right.
So I don't think he cracked 10 sacks since he's been there. If I got my numbers correctly. The thing about it is, like I was saying on the after party, and please y'all go up there and check us out, man. We be having the ball.
Man, please join, man. We
be having the ball.
We'll have the link up at the end of the show, man.
Yeah.
Please. You got to be accepted in order to get in.
Yeah.
Most of the time, we pretty lenient on that.
Yeah, we don't care if you're a Cowboy fan.
We don't care whether you're a Jets fan or even a Commander fan. You know,
you could be a Commander fan. We will let you in there. So search the Backport Sports Podcast at the party. All right,
we there. All right.
So, shoot, this is our show. We can put a plug in there.
Right.
So. Yeah. But like I said, defense was pretty good. Those two defenses can't really stack against each other. If that makes sense.
Right.
All right, and then the offense. I mean, I'm thinking Juju was gone after the end of this when it's all said and done.
I think so too.
I'm thinking he's gone. But there's still some pass catchers on that team. You got the tight end. You got Deontay Johnson. I forget the tight end name, Firemouth, something.
Pat Firemouth.
Fire crotch. I don't know the dude, man. But you got a good, and then you got Najee Harris at running back, who can also catch out the backfield.
Right.
The only thing I have with that signing is the Steelers' offensive line,
which we working on.
Here's the thing: you gotta get athletic offensive linemen because Mitch Trubisky is scary mobile. He ain't scary mobile, but his mobility is underrated. So they're gonna have to move that pocket.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if y'all can get there, I give you 8 wins. You know what I'm saying? Just 9
to 7. 9 to 7.
Let's see, it's 17 games now. So 9 and 8, 8 and 9, somewhere around there. I mean, like I said, your defense gonna give you 6.
Yeah, most definitely.
You're just asking Trubisky to give you 2. One for each year he signed with the Steelers. You asking for
2. Oh man.
Okay,
well,
so
I feel like go ahead. I'll let you finish.
Okay, I mean I'm good with it now. I made my point. Go ahead and handle your business. That's your team.
How can I put this here?
I want to hear what you got to say.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't what I expected.
Right.
But
I didn't either.
It was something that was a smart move. I mean, a lot of us Steelers fans was expecting us to grab Russell Wilson, pull for Deshaun Watson.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
y'all was even pulling for Aaron Rodgers.
Or Aaron Rodgers, yeah. But that ain't gonna happen. So with Mitch Trubisky, number one, he brings experience. Number two, going back to what you had said, he's in a way more better predicament. Our defense is better. Matt Nagy has nothing on the Mike Tomlin, and the Brian Flores coaching staff is better.
That's what I'm saying. Y'all gonna get 8 wins.
So he's in a way better predicament. And not to mention, he is 29-20. He has a 29-21 record as a starter.
That's what I'm saying.
So I mean, he's a manageable quarterback. Now, like going back and piggybacking back off what you said, only thing we gotta do is fix the offensive line. Fix the offensive line and work from the inside out. You know what I'm saying? We might sign, being right now, what we doing right now, what I've seen, we didn't sign Mitch and we didn't sign 2 offensive linemen so far. So we working on the offensive line.
Yeah, y'all making a little progress.
Yeah, we're making a little progress. And I feel like in the draft, if we want to draft a quarterback, we can. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, Mason Rudolph and Mitch don't look like they really a long term. Because if
before Mitch, you had Mason Rudolph and Dwayne Haskins.
Yeah, and Pittsburgh believes in winning. We are a winning culture.
I want winners.
Right. So I like the trade. I think it's a very smart move. I mean, you bring in a guy.
It was savvy.
He even sat behind Josh Allen and his backup. I mean, hopefully with Sean McDermott, which you put at your top 5 head coaches in the league.
Ironic, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. So you know what I'm saying. I feel like it's a solid move. I'm content with that move.
Good.
And I know that he's not the final answer to the Steelers. I mean, if it was, we would have signed him to a 6-year contract.
I feel like the Steelers need to go in the rebuild. They need to go ahead and tear it down.
Right.
And which we're going to get to later with another team. I feel like they need to tear it down and rebuild it back up. It's been the same way for almost 20 some odd years. So now y'all need to go from like you said, from the inside out.
I mean, and this is something different for us. I mean, this is our first new quarterback
since
in the last 19
since
years.
2004.
So, I mean, so it's gonna be something that we not gonna use. It's like you eating one kind of food all your life and then you finally decide to switch. It's not gonna taste so good, but it is manageable. You might put some salt and pepper on it, hot sauce, whatever you got to do, right?
Little Texas Pete, little seasoned salt.
Calm down. Let my boys voice.
What did Aaron Rodgers say a few years ago?
Yeah,
relax.
Relax. Hey, we good. We are good.
Yeah, y'all. That's what I'm saying.
Look, if we can go 8-8 with Mason Rudolph, I know we can do that. If not better with Mitch Trubisky.
Like I said, it was a savvy move. While you was talking, I was like, yeah, it's a savvy move. I agree with you on that, but not because of them signing him. Was the fact that y'all defense. And if y'all defense can stay healthy, and I'm not gonna say get rid of the cracks, but kind of patch them up with some stucco or something.
Right.
That's 6 wins, maybe 5 or 6.
He's a veteran, cheap quarterback. I mean, right now we have about $30 million in the cap space, which was the 6th most in the league as far as cap room. Yeah. We still got to sign Minka Fitzpatrick, y'all. I mean, we got players that we got to lock in. So right now we trying to we getting a manageable guy that has potential to be something. I mean, in the right system. Hey, I'm ready for football season. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm ready for it.
You bring up Minka Fitzpatrick. You brought up Minka Fitzpatrick.
Yeah, because we owe him a lot. I owe him my paycheck.
Had y'all tore that down earlier, y'all could have had the Trevor Lawrence.
But see, we needed TJ Watt. See, we just locked in TJ Watt. It's a lot of money. See,
y'all spent a lot of money on that defense. I ain't even going for it. Y'all spent a lot.
But hopefully it pay off, man. We'll see. With the other signing, I mean, it's a whole. That was a splash move for us though, because typically we draft prone.
Yeah, y'all don't
draft. But y'all sign that.
Y'all did it out of necessity at this point because the consistency that y'all had for almost 20 years decided to hang it up.
Until we see better, we're gonna go with Mitch. So everybody don't talk bad on Mitch right now. Let Mitch have his chance.
Now, like I said, I got to watch him. I have to watch him. So if Mitch start Mitching, hey, I mean, chalk it up to the game. Y'all did what y'all could. Okay, so I got a notification earlier on my way back from lunch that my Baltimore Ravens signed Marcus Williams to a 5-year deal.
Yeah, y'all like it.
We needed that. Mm-hmm. I really like the move. I like it because, now he was responsible for the Minneapolis Miracle. If you watch playoff football, the Saints, he came from the Saints. The Saints and the Vikings kind of met up head to head quite a few times. And that last play, I forget who the quarterback. I know it wasn't Kirk Cousins. It was somebody else.
All right.
If y'all know who it was, let me know in the comments and let me know. Hail Mary, he gave it up, but he was a rookie then. But ever since then, he's been having some solid seasons. Right. So, and then he's young. He's 25 years old. So I'm like, hey, he ain't no Ed Reed, but I'll take it.
No.
Ain't no Ed Reed, but I will take it.
Y'all signed that boy a lot of money too, man.
Oh yeah, we tied some money up in him now. I'm okay with it if it's gonna help the team, because at the end of the day, it's not my money.
I mean, don't y'all get both of y'all corners back this coming up here?
See, it's like
Marcus Peters
with Marcus Peters, Marlon Humphrey, but with Eric DeCosta, he's like, he want to wait and see type thing. That's what I'm a little afraid of. Like, okay, one had his chest pectoral muscle was torn or whatever. Okay, we can fix that. But Marcus Peters had an ACL injury on a non-contact play.
Right.
So with that in mind, I'm like, okay, we want to wait and see. But right now, we still got a few pieces that we got to put together, namely on that offensive line. That offensive line was horrible last year. But that, it's just it ain't even the first day yet. It's just it's New Year's Eve for football.
Right.
So I ain't stressing right now. We still got a draft to go to. We still got
a way to go.
Yeah, free agency gonna last a minute, so I ain't stressing it. But big up.
Looking interesting though.
It gets better. So Aaron Rodgers, he been whining and complaining. I said it. This whole year.
I said it.
We pundits, Fox, ESPN, everybody was saying that he could be gone from the Packers. Well, they proved you wrong. He just signed last week a 4-year extension worth $200 million, including $153 million in guarantees.
Now check this out. He got that lump sum of money, and guess who ain't playing with him next year?
Devontae could be
on
out.
The franchise tag.
He said but see, Devontae said I ain't with no tag.
And you know what? And I told when that happened, I said, "Ooh, that looks scary. Looking kind of scary."
Well, now I heard a report earlier that said he didn't get the whole 200. He just got like 150 some change, but that's not even a big discount. That's like a 50 million discount.
Right.
But to echo your point, you got to sign him.
You got to lock him up. He like the best wide receiver in the league right now. I mean
he had a pretty good 2-year stretch.
Right. I mean, you got to pay him. Take it from me. I know. You got to make him the highest paid receiver in the league, buddy.
You got to throw the bag at him, man.
I mean, Aaron Rodgers is valuable, but what is Aaron Rodgers without good receivers?
Aaron Rodgers.
Don't get me wrong. Aaron Rodgers makes rookies look like Hall of Famers, but at the same time,
in the regular season,
and I'm not going there with you. But
oh no, we gonna take it there because I got something to say about that money. We gonna take. Go ahead, make your point.
But with the chemistry that Devontae Adams have with Aaron Rodgers is essential to that Green Bay Packer team. Without them two together, they cannot make it to the playoffs and choke to the 49ers. But anyways,
But see, here's the thing. They didn't even give Jordy Nelson that money back in the day.
They didn't.
You know what I'm saying? Like they didn't keep receivers. They don't never keep their receivers for some reason. No, like the last receiver they kept was Donald Driver.
But they gonna keep Aaron Rodgers though. Aaron Rodgers ain't going nowhere. Boy.
See now here, thank you for the segue. This is what I feel about that. Okay, so let's say for the show purposes, because Aaron saying one thing, report came out another thing. That's another thing I'm worried about. $200 million, right? You pay 2-time MVP. He won MVP back to back.
Like clockwork.
Yeah. See, MVP is for regular season accolades.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers ain't been to a Super Bowl in 12 years.
Yeah, I know.
So, I mean, even Peyton Manning, he went to 2. No, he went to 3. Wait a minute. No. He went once. He went twice with the Colts.
Yeah, and then
he won one and lost one. Then he went twice with the Broncos. Because he got blown out the first time with the Broncos, and then the last time he won against Carolina. Okay, yeah. So at least Peyton went to 4.
Yeah.
The only thing that got in Peyton way was Bill Belichick and Tom Brady, but that's a whole nother subject.
Right. That's a different monster too.
It's been times Green Bay was the best team in the NFC.
Like this year, they had no 1 seed. They played home field advantage in the playoffs. I thought they was gonna take it.
I knew they weren't gonna take it because the only other quarterback that has a worse record in the playoffs other than Aaron Rodgers was Drew Brees.
Oh man.
I had to pull it out.
Oh man.
My thing is you yes sir. Look, this season I don't care no more.
Yeah, I know that's right. Hey, let it loose.
Ain't nothing to lose. You can watch it or you don't watch it. It don't matter. I'm gonna do me. But anyway, so think about it from the totality. You pay this man $200 million a year for 4 years. That's $50 million every year, with $153 million guaranteed
at signing.
So soon as he
guaranteed money,
soon he put the S at the end of his last name, he going to the bank and saying, "Run me my $153 million."
Check.
Never in the history of quarterbackdom have we seen such a travesty as this. Don't get me wrong, I like Aaron Rodgers.
I do too.
But to me, he's a spoiled brat.
Yes, he is.
To me, he just don't know how to relate and keep his mouth
shut.
Because he was just throwing all that shade. Even got caught up in the whole COVID thing.
Right. So
yet they still gave the man the bag only to get you to the playoffs and choke on a San Francisco 49er.
You can't beat him. He owns 6. 0-6.
I don't get it. I don't get it. I mean, first ballot Hall of Famer, the greatest touchdown to interception ratio known to man.
I mean, he got the regular season statistics. He's
the new Peyton Manning. He is the greatest, the second greatest regular season quarterback of all time.
Mm-hmm.
But you go to the playoffs with Aaron Rodgers.
Can't breathe.
It's happened against the Giants. It's happened numerous times against the 49ers. It's happened against a few other teams. But my thing is, maybe they should have let him walk. But see, they couldn't do it because of our next story. So everybody knows that Aaron Rodgers, former offensive coordinator, is the new head coach of the Denver Broncos, right?
Right.
So in our next quarterback carousel, merry-go-round, sliding board, whatever you want to call it, Russell Wilson traded to the Denver Broncos. The Seahawks traded Wilson, who waived his no-trade clause. Let me stop right there. When a quarterback or any player says the no-trade clause, that means if you try to trade him, he gets to pick where he wants to go.
Right.
All right?
But
So, it was him and Wilson in a fourth-round pick. A fourth-round pick for Drew Lock, Noah Fant, Shelby Harris, 2 first-rounders, 2 second-rounders, and a 5th.
Yeah, I'll give him up too. But I mean, for Denver,
see, it was speculation that Aaron Rodgers was supposed to go to Denver.
Yeah,
with his offensive coordinator.
Right.
Now,
allegedly,
that's what that's what the people were talking about. It was either Pittsburgh or Denver. Maybe it's going to work out.
I don't think so.
But I don't think so either, because Russell Wilson, I, as y'all know, on this podcast, on this show, I mean, as a man, he's cool. As a football player, he's overrated to me. Because ever since he lost that running game, ever since that defense got dismantled, ever since that offensive line got taken down a notch, he ain't been the same.
No, he hasn't. But I'm neutral. I like Russell Wilson. Don't get me wrong. I mean, he's possibly top 8 quarterback in the league right now.
Yeah, that's based on statistics. Statistically speaking, yeah, he's up there. I can't knock with the numbers, but for me, personally,
yeah. Now, I will say that I wouldn't put him in the Denver uniform. That's just me. I don't
look right.
see Russell Wilson being successful over there, honestly. Who else in that Broncos division?
Oh, you got the Chargers.
Oh, yeah.
The Raiders. The Kansas City.
Patrick. Oh, yeah. See, and just with that being said, he's basically right back where he was in the NFC West.
But there's a junction. There's a but.
Okay.
Denver. Think about Denver last year and Seattle last year. Denver was better. Denver was better. They traded off Von Miller. Now he want to come back. But see, you got to think.
He never want to leave. He never wanted to leave.
I don't think he really wanted to leave.
He never did. He said that.
But he went and got his ring. Hey.
Yeah, a good free one.
Yeah, I mean, he was there for more than 6 games.
I mean,
so
he didn't have to really do anything. I mean, Aaron Donald already had that first one.
I mean,
but anyways,
Aaron Donald, he saved the day.
Right, I mean, he made the last 2 plays.
I mean, for real.
Anyways,
but I'm with you on that. Like, I don't think it's going to be as successful as they think it's going to be. Will they contend? So. Possibly.
I don't think so.
But will they be successful in their attempts to contend?
Everybody think that the Chiefs are dead. Them jokers is alive, man. They stay around like roaches. I feel like, with Kansas last year just proved that they needed some rebuild. They needed to adjust. They had a slow start. I mean, if you go to back-to-back Super Bowls, 2 years in a row, I mean, hey, you're going to have some setbacks. I mean, you're a little worn.
They've been in every AFC championship game.
Exactly.
For the past, I don't know, about 4 or 5 years.
that middle week, close to the middle of the season, Chiefs to the end. And yes, they lost to the Bills. I mean, no, they didn't lose to the Bills. They lost to who? They lose to
the Bengals in a championship game.
They lost to the Bengals, but at the same time, it went into overtime. That was an overtime game.
And Mahomes had to mess up for the Bengals to win.
Exactly. So it wasn't a given.
No.
To me, they still number one in that division right now. Everybody needs to be prepared to play the Chiefs twice a year. And also with Derek Carr, Chargers was overrated this year, but now with these defensive pieces that they didn't sign Khalil Mack to that defense.
Man, I'm glad you went there.
With Joey Bosa, I mean, that could be one of the best defensive duos in history.
I ain't gonna say history. I'm gonna say within the past 5 years.
I'm gonna say in modern day football.
I'm about to say history, but I can give you some duos now.
So you know what I'm saying. So that can really be a special thing.
That could be a fact.
And what does Denver have right now on the defense side of the ball? I mean, really nobody. I mean, honestly,
I ain't gonna say nobody, but I mean, Denver defense was okay last year.
Right.
They was okay, but like you said, contending in that division. Now, granted, they beat up on each other.
Right.
All four of those teams beat up on each other. I seen Kansas City lose to the Raiders, so it's not even all that. It's more like who's going to stand up at the end when it's time for crunch time, when it's time to win and get in. Who gonna do what?
Chiefs.
And for the foreseeable future, the Chiefs gonna run that division until somebody else proves me otherwise.
I mean,
but yeah, I mean, and
Russell Wilson was in an easier division than what he is now.
No.
Yeah, Colin Murray, fairly young quarterback.
That division was not easy.
I'm just saying, as far as the quarterback talent in there.
3 teams went to the playoffs in that division.
You are absolutely right, but I was talking about as far as, well, never mind, because those defense. Those defensive teams was nice, but at the same time, I would, if I was him, I don't want to go to Denver. I wouldn't want to go to Denver, but that's just me. I mean, you know,
honestly, I felt like he should have went to Washington.
No.
Yeah. Because everybody's sleeping on Big Washington. I was about to say Little Washington. Everybody's sleeping on Big Washington. See, Washington for me is like they the new Cleveland Browns. You know what I'm saying? Like, speaking of Washington, Carson Wentz is their new quarterback. So they get a new name and a new quarterback in the same year. So the Commanders, that was a trash move.
I don't think it was a trash move because Carson Wentz has some upside on him. He does, especially when he was with Philadelphia. I mean, he was pretty good in Philadelphia.
This is Carson Wentz.
Oh, garbage. But
okay, I was too rough. I was rough. I'm sorry, y'all. It wasn't a trash move. I didn't agree with that one.
If he can stay healthy, they might have a chance.
Yeah,
they might have a chance.
So Russell Wilson could have did the same thing, if not better.
Oh well, if Russell Wilson went over that, they would have possibly made the playoffs.
Because I still believe in their defense. You got to remember, year before last, they was a playoff team. Like, granted, but they was still a playoff team. So I still believe in their defense.
To Washington?
Yeah, I still believe in their defense.
Yeah, they were second best in the league in defense.
Yes, sir. So I think Carson Wentz gonna get Trent Dilfer treatment. Just don't turn the ball over, man. You know, just
gotta stay healthy, man. That's all.
But see, he need a running game. He needs a running game.
Lit up the ball last year.
Scary.
Matter, that's when Russell Wilson should have went right there to the Colts.
You know what? That makes sense. Either Washington or the Colts. That's what Russell Wilson should have went.
That would have been a good one too.
They would have been contenders automatically.
They would have been good, boy. Ooh, That take it back to doggone Marshawn Lynch days. Jonathan Taylor going off, man. He ain't got a quarterback no more. They were left him high and dry.
Yeah, man. So
probably draft one.
They'll probably draft, they should have traded for somebody because, like I said, the quarterback class is horrible this year. But hey, it is what it is on that one. So we already hit on the Khalil Mack trade to the Chargers for a 2022 second round pick and a 2023 sixth round. So yeah. So he's a Charger now. And the Seattle Seahawks released Bobby Wagner.
They starting anew over there in Seattle. They didn't cut a lot of more people than that. Because I typed this out Monday, and see, Seattle is breaking it down. Right.
And trying to build back up. Mm-hmm. The thing about it is, though, I think it's time for Pete Carroll to go sit down. I think it's time. I was thinking it was time when he decided to throw the ball on the 1 yard line.
Nobody wants to take the blame for that. Nobody wants to take the blame. That's allegedly that he called that. But from my understanding,
his team said he called it.
But it still falls on Russell Wilson for the simple fact you are the player going out there looking at the formation of that defense. You have the option and the power to audible that play, regardless of what your coach might. I mean,
he could have audible to a run, or he could have ran a naked bootleg, and
man, he could have doggone just quarterback sneak the right up. They was at the half-yard line.
That close.
And they throw a ball. I mean, that was one of the worst Super Bowls I ever watched.
Quan, they were that close.
Half-yard line. Half.
But that ain't even my problem. They ain't even my problem.
Sure
it ain't my problem because every Super Bowl the Ravens went to, he won them. So it ain't my problem.
Okay.
So
Bobby Wagner.
Yeah, but go ahead.
Bobby Wagner, I feel like that'll be a good pickup for somebody. Somebody need to hop on that because that man, Pittsburgh. No. See, y'all already got a middle linebacker. No. Y'all got Patrick Queen over there.
See, Patrick Queen is not a true middle linebacker. He's more. He's not the Mike. He's more of a Sam.
Okay.
Because when we moved him from Mike to Sam, he got his stuff together. Mm-hmm. He's more of a Sam linebacker. But yeah,
that'd be a great pickup. I mean, Bobby Wagner brings so much to the run stop of that defense. Like, man, yeah. But Seattle starting over they got rid of Russ. Then they got rid of Bobby. There's somebody else I'm missing too. And they got rid of a few players in the last few days.
But to be real, they've been like breaking it down for a few years. It's just now they're getting to the totality of that team. You know what I'm saying? Like they've been really cutting it down. And me.
Breaking news: Pittsburgh just signed a cornerback.
Hold up, nah. Who the cornerback?
It's Levi Wallace from the Bills. But anyways,
that's a depth piece. If it's like a 2-year deal, it's like depth at this point.
Yeah. So, doggone. I hope Bobby Wagner have a chance though at getting somewhere. I mean, he's a veteran guy. He's still in his late prime. I think he might be in his early 30s.
Yeah, he's long in the tooth. Yeah, he a little old, but he just had an all-pro season.
Right.
So he still got some football left. Look, call him.
Me too, hey man.
Call him.
Boy, call him. Need to do something.
410.
We was last in the rush attack last year.
Sure, we was last. Period. Call him.
Need the help, but yeah, man. Yeah. So it's a lot. It's a lot. We didn't even cover half of the stuff that's going on right now in the league.
Man, but yeah, it's a lot going on. But like you said, we really did not get to the heart of it. But there's news for that. Take it away. Oh, you forgot. So what's gonna happen is we're gonna be going live on Facebook.
Thank you.
So we going live on.
I don't like being on the spot like that.
I see. So we're gonna go live on Facebook. So any other transactions, we probably do it maybe Friday, sometime by the end of the week. Go on live and we can talk about other transactions that took place, after this show. Because, just Monday alone, like the Cleveland Browns got, released Jarvis Landry.
Right. Yeah. So if y'all haven't already, definitely go ahead and join Back Porch Sports Podcast After Party on Facebook.
Please do.
We will be up there live and well.
I'm telling you, live and alive. We gonna be there.
That's where we will be covering the other news that we didn't cover today on sometime the end of this week, probably Friday. I would say Friday or Saturday.
Saturday. But we'll make sure if you're up there, we'll put out a notification or a post letting y'all know what time we're gonna be live and all that good stuff.
Right. Also, for next week. We'll see you back here next week. Well, on next Thursday. You'll see the show next Thursday for episode 2 of season 3. Look, y'all. Look, you ain't seen nothing yet. I'm trying to say.
This is just we just being nice.
No, we being nice, but
we just being nice,
up, man. I mean, like I said, it's between now and next week. I'm pretty sure we have a ton of news that we need to cover. And we'll discuss that, man. So we're just going to enjoy the NFL free agency, man. It's a lot of stuff going on.
A lot of stuff going on. So, in preparation for next week's episode, this is what I need y'all to do. I need for y'all to comment the team that you hate the most.
I'm Cowboys.
And what's going to happen? So I got a few of them. And what's going to happen is that we're going to go off the cuff a little bit for the next episode. We're gonna call this next episode the NFL team roasting episode.
Oh.
So just comment, what's up, and we'll have your comment live on the show, and we'll shout you out and all that, and you can say whatever you want to say.
Whatever you want to say
about that particular team.
Right. So definitely do that, man. Either do it on the YouTube video or put it on the Facebook page. Like I said, you can say anything you want. Like,
this is look. You know what? We signing off. This has been Fonz and Quan.
That's the Bad Boy Sports, man. Come on, man. Let's get it out.
I mean, boy. And look, man.
Look, we out of here, man.
Peace, y'all. We love y'all. Thank y'all, and we see y'all next time.
Next week.